Dear children, today we will be studying about Gandhiji and the nationalist movement. It is given as theme 13 in the third history textbook prescribed by the NCERT for class 12. I am going to try and present this lesson as a Dastane Gandhi in the Dastan Goi style of storytelling, which is generally performed by Dastan Gos or storytellers in Urdu. And this style of storytelling was first done by Dastan Goi in the 13th century. So let's now do Dastane Gandhi. His arrival blessed the soil of India. He showed us the path and awakened the country from its deep slumber. He was a true patriot who lived for his country and died for it too. He was Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, whom you now know as Bapu and Mahatma Gandhi. From his childhood, Mohandas had a great faith in himself. There was a lot of determination in him. He also had striking confidence. Whatever he set his mind to, he would always achieve it. And once he decided to do something, he would never go back on it. One day, Mohandas shocked his family when he said he wanted to go and study in England and return from there as a big barrister. Listening to this, silence engulfed the Gandhi household, and his mother almost fainted. But the son was stubborn. Everyone knew that he is not going to back off. A Jain monk lived nearby, and his mother went to him and said, "Sire, please knock some sense into Mohan. Give him some advice. Even do give any remedies if the situation requires." The sadhu said, "This child is going to fly high. Do not stop his flight. Let him do whatever he wants to do." The mother, very helpless, said, "Okay then, ask him to take a vow at least, that he will never eat meat, nor will he ever touch an English woman." And so, in 1888, Mohandas arrived in England. He stayed there for 3 years and prospered quite a lot. At first, he was a gentleman who loved to dance and sing. But then, he had a change of heart. He began to read Gita and Ramayana. Then he started searching for the truth from the Bible and Quran. He also acquired a wealth of knowledge from every possible human being around him. After studying law, this young barrister came back. Within a year, he earned a lot of name in his law practice. Just then, he received a long letter from Dada Abdullah, a well-known businessman from South Africa. It said, "Mohandas, come to Africa. I need you here." Mohandas probably did not imagine that his visit to South Africa would actually turn out to be for the next 20 years. Mohandas repeated his Indian success in South Africa. But there he also witnessed first-hand discrimination under foreign rule. Mohandas saw that the white rulers did not consider African people as human beings. and did not even as much look at Hindustanis. Atrocities, discrimination, injustice was the order of the day. The brute regime did not leave scope for humanity at all. Mohandas himself had to face discrimination there. But to fight it, he chose the noble path of satyagraha. The world had never seen such a thing before. Just like that, slowly, this Gandhi was becoming a Mahatma. Gradually, thousands of people followed him, and then, after improving the lives of Hindustanis in Africa, Mahatma Gandhi came back to his homeland in 1914. After coming back, he visited the entire country. The prophet of peace went door to door, spreading the message of nonviolence. To all those Hindustanis who were dreaming of self rule, this was also the time when British wanted Hindustanis to fight against the Hindustanis. Divide and rule was their mantra. The story goes that after coming to India, Gandhiji set up the Sabarmati Ashram in Gujarat, and from Champaran to Ahmedabad waged a peaceful war against every injustice. The country agreed with everything that the Mahatma said, and slowly millions of Indians began following him. Mahatma Gandhi's fame spread out of the country as well. The whole world began to feel hope, courtesy, this one man. Bapu went from village to village and issued a clarion call. He said, "Wake up, Bharat. It's time to be in your own senses. Break away the chains of sorrow. Run away from the pain." Bapu said that to every Indian. My countrymen, the progress of our country is possible when our people will be free. Only our country's independence will bring about this change. And this was the clarion call given by Gandhiji, which made millions of Indians fight against the British using the moral force of ahimsa, satya, and fight the brutal British rule with a lot of moral strength. Gandhiji always believed that the moral strength is greater than the physical might of every human being and every country. And it is this thought which has guided the Indian national movement, which resulted in a massive mass uprising against the British rule, and all non-violent. Gandhiji truly believed that the means that we use for the purpose to get our end, that is independence, has to be pure as well if we want to create a motherland which is worthy of being referred to as one. So thank you, children. This is our introduction to Gandhiji. We will be studying in the next class about the mass movements organized by Gandhiji.